You guys ready to be moved today? Some are getting a jump start. We are getting the chickens moved onto the garden today. It's long past time. They've really used up that area, and we've got a whole bunch of work for them to do over on the garden that's needing to be pulled up. We've got some work to do on the garden first though, before they get on it.
Could you get us scissors, please? Thank you. It actually comes up pretty easily because you're right there in the garden.
Okay.
Eat all that, okay?
You think you want to? They're gonna eat everything.
So right over here we have an area of carrots we don't want the chickens to get to. So we're gonna go just around them in a square, and when I need to get to them, we can just take off one of the panels. Because carrots can stay good all winter long. I'll leave a video linked up above where we're harvesting carrots. It's still in the middle of winter.
And we're just gonna pull it together. There you go.
That's kind of fun. Tomatoes just went everywhere like little hit in your chest.
Free. They're free. So what'd you say about pulling up the tomato plants or just leave them?
No, they'll do it all. Alright, it's probably easy. Just pull it up. Good job, carrot top.
This is one thing they're really good at. I'm excited to see how they can clean it up.
This is the lazy way of gardening. Have the chickens weed your garden for you. It is, but it is loose. You might have to wiggle it. Nice. Grab some of the string. You got it? Yeah. Okay, let's pull it.
I don't know. Yes, I think that's a beet. Is that a beet, Mom?
Yes, you can pull it.
Pull that one.
Yep, you guys get all this because the chickens will eat it if not. Here, I'll help you. We might have to get the shovel. It's a huge beet. Look at those beautiful beets.
Are you harvesting?
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, gold beet.
Gold beets. Where did you come from?
To age, and so they haven't started laying yet. Perimeter back. Okay.
Look at all.
And we can use those as, so we're just gonna have like a whole totally separated, its own separate isolated area, fenced in area within the bigger chicken run. Like with to fence all this in.
Yeah, just to
That's
protect
gonna
the
be-
carrots. I
And
figured
that's
we
gonna
could
serve
just.
as a wall.
Yes.
Fruit trees are sort of that north border.
Right. And that whole wall is already fenced.
Okay. it
And
shouldn't be
so
that
is the
difficult.
back. We might have to walk it to make sure it's still like secured.
Okay.
We
like
got to make
pieces.
sure we have enough T-posts.
Okay.
And
I'll
yeah.
start laying them out along the actual perimeter.
Dad,
Huh?
you want it? You want one? Another one?
Yep.
Yeah. Go ahead. Eat as many carrots as you want. All right. They're nice and sweet because of the frost. It makes them sweeter. Yeah, I don't know what it does to them. Sure, there's a science behind it, but aren't they so good?
Amazing.
Mom, it's sweet.
Is it sweet? It's so good.
So there was some stuff growing in that mess. That's awesome. This weedy mess that was sort of just abandoned this this season. That's awesome.
I brought you a banana.
So this job is turning out to be a little bit more extensive than we had originally planned. The animals to the south of us, as you can tell, are a lot bigger than chickens they do a lot more damage to the fencing that we have. It's perfect. The fencing that we've got is perfectly fine for chickens, but these guys just bent the fence all to crap, and it was all contorted, and we had to fix that all up, and now we've lost daylight. So we'll have to finish this up on another day. It's the next day, and we've gotten pretty much everything else out of the way, right? Except for the stuff that's on the garden.
Yeah.
Now we just have to put the fence back up. Oh. Oh, this poor thing. I hope it's okay.
What is it?
Did you see that?
No.
One of those small birds. I don't know if it's a swallow or whatever. I heard it coming, and it just, the sound was really loud, really fast, and all of a sudden I heard the thing just fly right and smack right into the fence. You alive, little dude? I hope.
It's moving.
It's breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know whether or not you're able to see that. Poor thing. We've got a bunch of, I think maybe they're swallows or some kind of smaller bird. Just putting up this fence. Heard it come swooping in. No, just ran right into this fence and knocked its poor self out. Poor thing. That'll ruin your day. He'll have to sober up by himself. Oh, there he is. You alright, dude? Oh.
Mom.
Says, ouch.
I wonder if he broke a leg.
Oh, poor thing.
He's alive.
Oh, good job, bud.
What is him?
Did he fly away?
Well, he flew to a nearby tumbleweed.
I would flip it the other way. I have it flipped the other way. See down there?
No. Oh, okay.
There you go.
Is that right if I go see if it's still there in that book?
Maybe. Did you get all that stuff cleaned up? I might have to.
Clean all this
What's the
thing.
matter?
How that brand angle?
Huh?
Do you notice that?
What?
That too close to that angle. A little bit easier dragging.
Then I could find it the rest of the way.
Perhaps.
Did I try one?
Yeah. Get this one tightened up here. And bend those ends in a little bit so that anybody walking by won't get cut because those little ends are sharp. So what you do is you grab it right there. I like to get it as close to the pole as possible where it starts to twist, so it's just going to get tighter from there. Then it gives you a pretty good bite.
This is a lot of ground for chickens.
Yeah!
They're not pretty at all.
What are?
Sunflowers. Sunflowers. Oh, sunflowers.
Any wires?
Yeah!
Here.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yeah. wires?
Yeah. 3.
Perhaps, yeah.
It's like a pinch. Just go like that. Right.
Okay, so you got that area anchored. Okay, you have the fencing
Yeah.
thing? Okay.
Okay.
If I'm ever feeling a little bit extra ambitious, I might try to figure out a nicer door to make out of this, but for now, what we're used to doing is just anchoring a piece of fence to a T-post, making that piece of fence end right at the T-post, then bringing another piece of fence, making this little space what could serve as like a doorway or a door frame, and then putting another T-post here where the next piece of fence is going to be anchored on the other side. And instead of anchoring this loose end, we're just going to let that swivel. We're going to leave that loose, maybe hook it around this piece of fence that is tied to the T-post, if that makes sense.
Stop it.
We're going to hook it around like that.
Stop it, guys.
And if we need to open the fence, we just unhook it.
Stop it.
This place where it's tied on this fence post over here is going to sort of serve as the hinge point.
Stop it.
And we'll just open the piece of fence like that when we need to get in. That'll serve as our little doorway. Oh, thank you. They'll like it.
Of course they will. They're chickens.
They won't go to waste. And you know what? They'll probably eat the tomato and poop out the seeds, which are probably still totally good inside. At least some of them. Enough of them that they'll probably plant some volunteers. I wouldn't be surprised next year. Oh, now they just sneak through.
It's because it only has one latch.
Yeah. That's okay. They're not hurting anybody. And like Mama was saying, that lets us know that the 4 youngest ones do just fine size-wise with the rest of them.
Yeah.
Okay, all good.
I can't wait to see Eagle. I like Eagle. Is that red pick on Eagle?
That's his name. Or her. I don't know if it's a she.
It looks like a girl. I know.
Or her.
Yeah, I bet he's American.
Maybe.
If it's okay when you're done with that fence, there's a little side project. I don't want them scratching the base of that tree. So if we could just wrap that, I got a wire. If we could
Okay.
wrap that wire just around it,
Yeah, sure.
so they don't get in there and scratch.
Nice. We should plant more of those. Have we tried those?
We have. This is the only one that survived, and it's beautiful.
It did so well. It sprung up like, what is that? What did we say? 12, 13 feet or something like that
yeah.
in a year.
Oh, yeah. It was just a little stick. It was a single stick that we put in the ground, and that's the only one that survived. I would love more of those around, though. They're beautiful.
Yeah. Almost there. Oh, thank you. You get yours?
Yeah. I had some inside.
Holy cow.
Thirsty.
That's good. You good enough? It's here to share if you want it.
Oh,
Last
no.
stretch, last stretch.
Ooh. Finally. Is this all?
This will
After
be,
this, have we finished?
I think so, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Wow. Finally.
Yeah, at least.
100 by 100?
They probably got, what, 6, 7 times the space in here. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, they'll do great.
Hopefully. Are they zip tied in there or wired?
What's that?
Are they zip tied or wired?
The one where the fence that's already in there?
Yeah.
I think that's zip ties. I think we did that before Mama found that
Wired.
wire tie stuff. That's really nice stuff. It's not so nice for undoing, but. Ooh, they found it. Oh. Good job, Rocky. Way to show them where the break was. I just have one more piece to finish up, but yeah, they won't find it before I get it done. We might have to push him out. There's a lot to wind through. Oh, look at him go.
Hi guys. Hi, hello. Go out, guys.
Work on ushering them into one area.
Guys, go out.
We can push them through the.
Guys, go out
We
here.
can push them through the.
Guys, go out, go out, go. Go on, go on.
You get them over on this side so they can't go out that way. Through the coop, yeah. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. Like, oh, go. There you go. There you go. No, there you go.
So why are you cutting off some of the branches?
So we can fit this fencing around it to protect the tree from the chickens. This fence around it, and that way the branches won't be getting broken off and snapped off and
Oh, okay.
interfering with the fence.
I see.
And that way these are some clean cuts too, instead of having a sloppy break in branches where you might introduce disease a little bit more.
Okay. Pruning is always so scary to me because it looks just so harsh.
Huh. It is. It is. I think I feel a little bit better about it because it's not a fruit tree. I mean, not that I want it to die, but I don't know. It makes me feel better. Huh. That looks like a different tree, doesn't it? Now maybe this bigger branch, will have more of a tendency to grow upward, hopefully. And in time, I'll go ahead and cut this branch off as this thing continues to straighten itself up and continue growing, rather than having it fork right there. That's better. Wow. Much easier to fit around, isn't it?
That was a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
This is the best part of it, is just sitting back and watching our garden get tilled, fertilized, even weeded, and we don't have to do any of it.
And the chickens love the heck out of it. We lost them in the corn.
Yeah.
Pick up egg production too, even though the season is changing. But
So how long are we leaving them here?
Sorry.
well, I don't want to be moving them in the winter time.
Okay.
So
They have like all winter until what, spring then?
rest of fall, winter, and then in spring, maybe March, April.
It's a long time, but they do have a lot of work to do.
A lot of work. I'm anxious to see what they can do.
Yeah.
We'll have to take down all these wild sunflowers, but I think they can get the rest.
Yeah.
Maybe some the corn we'll have to take down, but they'll be loving it in the meantime
Yeah.
and fertilizing it.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Thanks for joining us today on this, one of my favorite things that we do all year long.
very, very satisfying work. If you happen to like chickens as much as we do, you can feel free to leave a comment down in the section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe and share us with some of your friends on your social media. I'm sure I'm sure some of you have some chicken loving friends that would also love to be part of this. So hope to see you again in the next video.
Here's a before of the garden before the chickens have totally weeded and tilled and fertilized. That's the carrot area that he fenced off. There's all the corn. Look at them loving it in the corn. That's so funny. This part back here is just all full of weeds. I can't wait for them to work down here.